It's time for the Midgard Axe weekly news and axe facts. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Wes, and I am Midgard Axe. Of course, I got Dave with me. Midgard Axe weekly news and axe facts. What's happening, everybody? How's everybody been? I know you guys probably have already seen this already. This is going to drop in about an hour and a half. So you guys will be seeing this video tomorrow, but you're going to already see this. So I'm going to go ahead and show it to you now. The Cold Steel Trail Boss with its fancy rubber bit cover here. Yeah, guys, so we'll get into this in another video. I just want to kind of show it off in here. So, all right, guys, so let's get into it. First of all, I want to thank everybody. Thanks everybody for the warm wishes that everybody gave to me and my wife, and congratulations on multiple platforms. Thank you so much. Daughter's inside right now. I'd put a picture up, but YouTube frowns upon putting my kids in any videos that I do. But yeah, so thanks everybody. I really appreciate it. She's inside right now, probably sleeping. She's been keeping us up the past few nights, so it's been a little hectic around here, not getting much sleep. But guys, I'll be honest with you, I don't get much sleep anyway, so it is what it is. But thanks everybody, I really appreciate it. Not really much has happened because I've been kind of on a break for like 3 or 4 days, but I kind of wanted to go over a few things. The CRKT Berserker winner is going to be announced in this video, so stay tuned because we're going to get into that in this video too. We're going to get that out to one of you guys. Then of course we're going to do this one coming up. I got some really cool ideas for this. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I've got some cool ideas for it, so we'll see. But I actually wanted to address something really quick, which, while I was at the hospital, just kind of sitting there in a quiet room thinking about things while my wife and daughter were sleeping, I got to thinking about something. I said, you know what would be really cool is to start giving some of these smaller time blacksmiths their day. And I have run into some blacksmiths that make some incredible axes, axe heads, and they don't get a lot of recognition for it. And my game in all this, what I had planned on doing with this channel was to get out my throwing and my knowledge. I wanted to pass some of my knowledge down for throwing axes. Now I know there's a lot of people online that don't care about axe throwing, and they don't understand why it's such a big deal to me. Not that I have to explain it to any of them, but I will explain it to you guys. It's a big deal to me because it's something that I want to pass to people. If anything, it's good exercise. Take it for that. If the least amount of thing you're going to take, if anything I say, take it for just getting outside and getting some exercise. But it also has some other benefits to it as well. I like teaching people something that requires some discipline, teaches, practice your throwing mechanics. And guys, I don't know if a lot of you don't know, but these throwing mechanics can be taken into a lot of things. There's a short that I made, I haven't posted it yet, but do you guys want to know how I warm up before I come outside and throw? Because that is important. When you guys get outside throwing axes really hard, you got to warm up. I just don't come out here and start throwing as hard as I can. My arm would be toast. Okay, so one of the things that I like doing, because it mimics my axe throwing style, is I bring the kids outside or bring one of the boys outside, and I'll throw a football. And I like throwing a football around, and it kind of mimics my axe throwing style, and I get warmed up that way. That way I don't tear up my axes too, and it doesn't, it's really quick. I don't have to walk and take an axe out of a target. So guys, it teaches a ton of different stuff. And as this channel progresses, I'm going to insert each thing into a video on what I think it can do for everyone in different aspects. So look for those type of videos. But just kind of touching on it here, I think it's time to start giving some of these blacksmiths their day. And some of these guys make some awesome axes, and they're not very expensive. I was looking at a guy's page today, and I'll see if I can find it. I'll put it up on the screen here. I can't remember what his name was, but I'll put it up right now. This dude makes some killer axes, and they're not very expensive. So here's what I think I'm going to start doing in some of my reviews. I'm going to go out and I'm going to start giving some of these blacksmiths that make some of these great axes that no one knows about, and I'm going to try at the very least with the little audience I have, but I'm going to try to put out some of their products. and showcase their products to people, because I think it's worth noting that these guys are putting out some incredible axes and not a lot of people are buying them. And if they are buying, I think they would do a lot better if people would start going to them and using their products. So that's where I'm going to step in. So some of my axe reviews that I do as free giveaways are going to be from small time blacksmiths that make their own heads and that half their own axe handles onto the heads and sell them that way. I'm going to start reviewing them, and then I'm going to start pushing out some of their stuff, because some of these guys make some incredible stuff. They're just not getting any notoriety, and I'm going to try to help them out. The whole thing about this, guys, when I started this, was not only about teaching axe throwing, but and the skills that I've learned, but it was also to bring attention to this whole thing in general. I'm trying to push this so people do it more often. I know that the waddle thing kind of brought people to axe throwing a few years back, but I feel like it's kind of fading now. But it is something that I really wanted to try to pass on to people. I'm going to try to pass it on to my family, but I also want to pass it on to some other people out there that might be as passionate about this as I am. So that's my goal in this, to pass down the information that I was taught, to pass down the information that I've learned and added, and also to get notoriety and get this whole thing with axe throwing kind of elevated a little bit, because I don't think a lot of people realize that it's a lot of fun, but it's more about discipline. You know, there's a lot of things to it, and that's one of the goals that I have in all this, is to push this out and try to get this something that, you know, get some traction, a little bit more traction, and to get a little bit more traction to more than just the flipping competition throwing, to get some actual realistic throwing hard axe throwing out into the world as well. So that's my game plan, guys. That's what I want to do. Start giving some people that make good stuff, start giving them some notoriety, start giving them some shine some light on them. They deserve it. These guys put in a ton of time and effort into these axe heads, and these small time blacksmiths deserve some notoriety and some attention. They really do. They put out some great stuff, and not a lot of people know about it. So I'm going to try to take it upon myself to push it to my small crowd and see if maybe I can help them out some, because I know they make some great axes, and I can't wait to get my hands on some of them. Also, guys, I don't know if you noticed in the short that I made about the Husqvarna Carpenter's axe, I made a short on like a small review on this axe. I don't know if you guys saw or not, but I threw 3 axes at the very, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's kind of funny. If you go to that short and watch it, I threw 3 Husqvarna axes, and the very first throw was this axe. And when I threw this axe, as soon as I got to my apex, I felt the handle start to wobble. And I was like, oh no. And I threw it anyway, but the handle literally, when I came back and went to go to my apex, I felt it kind of the head go forward, but I was like, hold on. For a second, I was like, hold on, I'm still holding on to the handle. Why is the head going forward? And then when I released it, I saw the handle kind of making this weird rotation in the air. And then when it hit, the bottom of the handle kind of went like this. And I was like, man, that thing just broke in my hands. Like the pressure for me doing that. Now, guys, I think, from what I remember, I think I had taped it up because there was a small stress fracture in that handle already. So it wasn't that I just broke the handle. There was already something going on with that handle, which is why I had taped it. But man, that thing just completely split and cracked right in my hand when I got to the apex. And that's why it hit so high. It was like, and then the handle went down. And I was like, I'm not refilming that. It is what it is. Anybody wants to call me out for my accuracy on that, you can totally see the handle breaks. But anyway, getting into why I'm bringing that up. I'm going to do something really cool with this head. I'm going to do something different with it. So that'll be a how-to video that's going to come up. I'm going to take this is one of my Midgard Vikings axes, and I'm going to do something a little different with this one. Take it from here and transition it into something else. I don't have much to work with because I've already got the beard in there, but I got a really cool idea. And then the how-to video is also going to be me hafting, and I'm going to get into more of a detailed video on how I haft my heads. And guys, I have a little secret on how I haft my heads and how they stay on so well. Nobody knows about it. I've never told anybody. One person knows about it who taught me to do it, and nobody else knows it. And I'm gonna. The person that taught me said it's okay to tell, So I'm going to bring some new information. Some of you may have an idea on when you see it, you might go, oh yeah, it's taking old ways and bringing it to modern technology and combining the two. Guys, it makes for an incredible seat on an axe handle for throwing axes. So I'm going to bring that to you guys too. So don't, you know, I'm not withholding any of my secrets. I like giving these secrets out to you guys. It's fun. I want people to know this stuff, especially people that are really into axe throwing or axes in general. I want them to know about this, know all these cool things that they can do with axes that maybe they don't know, or they're just getting into this and giving them bits and pieces of information. You guys will love this information I'm going to give you. So stick around. When I go to rehaft this head and redo this head, I'm going to show you a secret. So it's going to be really cool. And I really want to do some lives with you guys. So I'm going to get my wife to see if she can monitor the video for me and you know, kind of go over the questions that anybody asks and do a few lives. Maybe we'll do like a fireside chat. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll call it a fireside live chat, where I build a big fire in my backyard and sit by it and just talk to you guys like if you were sitting next to the fire with me. I thought that would be kind of cool too. We can talk about anything. We don't have to talk about axes. We can talk about anything, life stuff, guns, whatever you guys want to talk about, because whatever you guys want to talk about. So look for that coming up. I need to figure out a way, I don't know how to do it yet, how to like notify you guys in advance so I don't just spring it up and two of you show up. So let me figure out how to notify you guys in advance that I'm going to do a live. And then when I do, I'll put it on as a preview. Hey, I'm going live in 3 days on this day at this time. And we can sit around the fire and chat, or maybe we'll do it in my little studio in there, one of the two. But I'd like to do some fireside chats. I thought that would be kind of cool too. All right, guys, so without further ado, let's see who won the CRKT Berserker Axe. All right, guys, so there's 21 of you who commented Axe for the CRKT Berserker Axe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 22 spaces on the wheel, 22 being wild, and then I'll run the wheel again. And we'll see who wins. So let's spin the wheel. Alright guys, and the wheel has spoken, and it's chose number 14, and by my calculations, when I go down from the newest to oldest comments, number 14 is the Life of Murphy's Outdoor channel. Congratulations, man. And you hit the wild, which, guys, it's probably going to have a lot more than I wanted it to, but it's going to hit, so it did hit, so yeah. So you got the wild, and you get the axe. And what I'll do is if you could just, Murphy Outdoor channel, if you could just email me, let me know. The two things that I can do, I don't know too much I can do with that CRKT axe. So if you want, I do have one of the King whetstones. I could give you one of those. Or if you want me to do something to the CRKT axe, as a service, I can. Just let me know. Just email me. Let me know what you want me to do. But I've got the King whetstone on hand, brand new one. If you want me to send you one of those, I can. So thanks, guys. And he's been on the channel for a while. He's tried several times to win. So I'm glad as someone who's been on the channel for a while won. Everybody, stay tuned. There's a bunch more coming. I got a bunch of axes coming up that are going to be really awesome. So thanks for playing. Thanks for entering. And back to the video. Congratulations to the winner. I don't actually know who it is because I go back and do this later. So whoever won, congratulations. I don't know it yet because I'm going to do that later on this afternoon, going and spin the wheel on my... Guys, how I do it is, and some of you, if you don't know this already, what I do is that if there's 20 of you that enter, I always go up to the newest comment. I hit newest comment first, and then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how your order is. And also, if for some of the new people that don't know this, which I got to fix that wheel, guys. I got to find, you guys know of any random number generator wheels that lets you edit the wheel? Please let me know, because I've been looking and can't find it. But what I'm doing, guys, is the very last number. So if there's 21 of you that said Axe into the comment section, I'll put 22 spaces on the wheel. And the 22nd space is a wild. If the 22nd or the wild hits first, then I give you guys something extra along with the giveaway. It could be a service that I do, you know, mirror polishing the bit or something like that, or maybe I give you a whetstone or something. I put something extra into it, okay? And I'll give you guys the option of what you want. But just to let you guys know, that's what that extra spot on the wheel is. So congratulations to the winner. And if you could email me, if you go to any one of my long form content videos, actually in any of my videos, go into the description and it has my email address. Make sure you email me and give me your address so I can send the CRKT to your house. But I appreciate it, guys. Thanks. I think last time I checked in the video that drops tonight, I said I hadn't seen anybody's comments or anything yet. I really didn't, but I think it was last night I went back and was like commenting to everybody back. I was like, hey. I forgot where I was going with this. Oh my gosh. What was I saying? Where are you at? You're supposed to be helping me here. Thanks a lot. Anyway, I remembered. I was getting into the comment section. I was writing all you guys back last night, and I hadn't looked and seen how many subscribers we had gained over that weekend when we were having our daughter. But guys, we're almost up to 1,000. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I find that kind of a big deal on YouTube. 1,000 subscribers, and I really haven't been on here very long, just a couple months, like what, 2 months, maybe 3 months. So pretty cool, guys, pretty cool. I know that this is a very, very niche subject, so I don't expect to get, you know, huge. But I do want to try to push out this information to as many people as possible. So there's close to 1,000 of you that are like, yeah, let's watch what this guy's got to offer. So it's kind of cool. If anything, you know, you may not be into axe throwing, or you may not be into hafting axes or doing anything with axes, but you might just like the process, or maybe I can convert you. We'll see. Me and Dave here are going to try. Right, Dave? He said, yeah. Okay, so thanks, guys. I really appreciate all the support. Great comments. There's some Utens in there. Yeah, the Utens are... Oh, and guys, I just want to let you guys know too, I'm going to do a special thing for the trolls. Do something special for them, because you know what? They make this happen too. Even though they don't know it, they make this happen and they better me. So thanks. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate all the trolls out there. You're helping me out. So I'm going to make a special little plaque for them. I've given them all nicknames so far. I've written all their names down, and I've given them little nicknames. So in some of the videos, I'm going to have a whiteboard or some type of board up with their nicknames, giving them thanks. So look for that too. But guys, I really appreciate all the support. I really appreciate all the great comments. If there's anything I can do for you guys, let me know. Any information I can give, anything, you know, advice, maybe you want to bounce something off me, you can always, you guys don't have to talk to me in the comment section too. And you can email me. I'm totally fine with talking via email. So email me if you don't want to be put on blast. You know, some people don't, you know, a little private. Email me. I'll respond to you. It may be a day or two, but it won't be a 3-word response. I'll put some effort into the conversation. I always do. So if you guys have anything you want to say to me, you can always email me. But guys, I don't know what else to say. You guys are great. I keep saying at the end of every video, thanks guys, thanks guys. I mean, this is awesome. You know, kind of like a kid in a candy store. I'm like, ha ha ha, cool. Everybody's interested. So, but I'm still going to keep saying it. So thank you. Thanks from the bottom of my heart. Thanks guys. I really appreciate the camaraderie that we have going on. Some of you are very, very active, and I really appreciate that. That was the whole point of making this channel, was to be really active with everybody. So cool. Thanks. I appreciate it. And until next time, guys, see ya.